Like I say, many people did not understand or know what basically Lucifer Star was about. Many people didn't understand or know. Like I said, I didn't ask permission. That was one of the things I'd be saying later on is basically I wasn't asking permission. you know, I'm going to go and clothe those people. I'm going to go feed those people. And if I have to send a military along with my people, then that's what's going to happen. Many people would be like, "Oh, I know I was a little bit crazy, okay? I mean, I was a little bit, I'm epic. I'm Lucifer Star. I'm the owner of Germany, the the builder of the transcontinental Russian railroad, builder of a massive railroad in China, builder of the railroad across America, producer of the Panama Canal. I mean, I'm Lucifer Star." And at times I'd berate myself. I would yell at myself basically to encourage myself. I'd be like, "Oh, I can go to space, I can build aircraft, but I can't close the world." And I would encourage myself that way. I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm real fucking epic." I'd basically tear myself down, basically yelling at myself. Basically because it's like, "How epic am I really?" And I would yell at myself basically because it's like I'm not good enough. I have to be better. I have to think of a way. So I'd just sit there and think, and I would think, and I would think until my head hurt, and I would just keep coming up with ways and analyzing and looking at the problem and rationalizing it and saying, okay, so this is how I'm going to do it. Okay, yeah, and do this and that. Okay. And then figure out, and then it's like, okay, now how am I going to pay for it? How am I going to get the people to actually go with it? How am I going to make it okay for the people to want to do this? How am I going to entice the people? And so I'd sit there and I'd spend hours, days on these ideas, basically. Just sitting there rationalizing, brainstorming, and just thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. And when I came up to a problem or a block, I'd basically start yelling at myself, basically saying, and I would think about my people and think about how I was letting my people down. It's like, how epic am I? I can do all these things, but I can't do this. It's like, not epic enough. It's very hard on myself, as I say. I would sit there and I would yell at myself, basically, and basically, until it's like I have all this power and all this control, but I can't do this one simple fucking thing. I'd yell at myself, and I would get angry at myself, and then I would rethink the problem, and I would take breaks and do this and do that. Anyway, that's how I encourage myself, basically, sometimes. Um, anyway, like I said, once I had Lucifer White Star lines and basically had the textiles going and already figured out the cotton gin, and I was like 98 inventions down the road, things became easier. I could finally start to just ask people or pay people to solve a problem. I'd be like, sometimes I'd come up with a blockage or something like that, and I would be like, ugh, I don't got it. I don't. I'm. Sometimes I'd be brain fried. My people would sometimes say, "Don't worry, we got this." So, like I said, my people knew that I was trying. My people knew that I was, I'm the real thing. So, anyway, I just kept on trying and inventing, and then things began to change, and things changed, and like I said, and then I found myself in position to buy. Um, like I said, when my cars were coming out, and when things and this and that, I was rich, and I could start to really, really change things or whatever. Anyway, whatever. I mean, technically, I was always Lucifer Star, the creator, but anyway, though, I never really relied on that. Anyway, as Brian or whatever, I had to I don't know, reestablish myself or something. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Basically, yeah. Well, I mean, I was trying to do ridiculous things, like trying to change air travel, trying to get air travel, trying to make it so every ticket, so someone could affordably cross the ocean affordably, and also like mostly it was like putting a shoe on every foot, and putting a sock in every drawer, or a pair of socks in every drawer, and that was the real challenge. That was where I was like, ugh. How am I going to do this? Anyway, like I said, I don't know. I felt I owed it to my people. Anyway, whatever. Being rich wasn't good enough. I mean, I'm Lucifer Star. If I couldn't do it, who could? The creator of so much. Owner of America. So, anyway. Like I say, it gets all complicated. And stuff like that. Basically. Even as Brian, I felt the need to do more. I mean, it's the way my whole existence, even as a computer, even before as epic existence, 100 trillion years, like, I wasn't about to let my people down just because I was on vacation. Or something like that. And I wasn't about to be outshined by, like I said, I'm Lucifer Star. I'm not going to be outshined by Trumpy or JFK or any other little runner-up, come-along person. Like, no one would show me up. So, given the opportunity. So anyway. And like I said, at times when things were getting bad and things were getting rough and people were coming to me asking me for help, I would be like, well, go to this city, talk to, ask around for this item. And my people would go and send a letter, or they would go there themselves and they'd look around. Like I said, I used to know where all my companies and all my factories were. So I could tell people, you need to go to Warsaw, blah, 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 or you need to go to Germany, blah, 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 and ask around and they should point you in the right direction. Like I said, my people, I knew my people and they knew me, and also I knew where all my factories were and all my locations used to be. So I could point people to locations around the world where they could get items and also things and also help with the steam engines and stuff like that. Anyway, whatever. Eventually I was epic Lucifer Star and everything was just moving along smoothly. So anyway, and then Rodney and Trumpy and JFK and everybody else went basically stomp you when Zachary Bill Gates. I'm not dead yet. Could you at least wait until I'm dead to start lying about me? Anyway, yeah. So, whatever. Technically, I was gone from the Earth for like 1 billion years, so, or whatever, or something like that. I don't know. Like I said, I don't care. I got my steamships built. I got my aircraft built. Things like the 747. Like people said the 747 could never fly. It was too heavy. And, I just said, it's all a matter of the engines. And I had my wonderful Germans right behind me. Like I said, I had the love of Germany. I had the love of Poland. I had the love of Russia. I had the love of China. I had the love of America and Mexico. And, like, the whole world, at a few different points, loved me. And counted me as basically the bringer of eyeglasses and the person who fixed teeth and mended bones and inventor of all these things and things like the defibrillator and stuff like that, and the water pump and the steam engine and stuff like that. Like, I was this more epic than epic person. Like I said, as Brian, I was like, they're never gonna believe I'm Lucifer Star like this. Look down, I'm all short. Like, but I used to be taller. Or whatever. It doesn't really matter. So, anyway, yeah. And like I said, I still remember everything. Mostly. Even though your history is a little bit off. Sometimes I'd be like, wait a minute, your history is a little bit off, I think. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. But my goals were quite extravagant. Shoes for everyone, clothes for everyone, cars for everyone, bicycles, modern convenience, light bulbs and TVs for everyone. I mean, and I had to invent a way for that to be possible. So, and I did. So, anyway, yep, and I found a way to pay for it. They were always saying, no, it's impossible. And I said, no, it's not. It's just a matter of trying. We need to try harder. So, anyway. Ireland got it, and we did massive epic things, didn't we, Ireland? Yes, we're awesome. I'm awesome. Ireland's awesome. China's awesome, or Japan's awesome. They're all awesome. Russia's awesome. Russia had cosmonauts and all kinds of stuff, and basically went to space. And Germany was awesome. Like all my other countries were awesome. America, I guess they're awesome. I don't know, but mostly but the other countries are more awesome because those are the ones that were behind me the whole time. Like people like the people of France when I released sparkling wine or whatever, or champagne basically. I was thinking about carbonating an alcoholic drink or something like that, and so we carbonized grapes and created champagne, and they loved it. They loved it so much that they pre-ordered it for 5 years in advance or something like that. Like we just had a sampling of champagne, and they're like, "We love it. We want more." And so I had to build a factory. So I was like, it was just an experiment. I didn't think they would really like it that much. I thought people would be like, who cares? It's just bubblies and champagne. But people loved it. So, like, they pre-ordered it for 5 years in advance. So, I was like, So bottles were going for like $10 or like $1,000 a bottle because there was only so much of it. I just had like a small sampling. I didn't, enough for a town or two. I just had like two small shops doing sparkling cider because sparkling wine. And I thought, people might not like it. So, I just had a little bit. I wasn't like trying to take out a whole new whatever. And they loved it so much that, so so I had to build a factory and start all these farms and stuff and all this and other stuff, and it was like pre-ordered 5 years in advance.